Hi, it's Andy.
Hi, it's Dave.
Hi, it's Kirk.
Welcome to the ADK Rock and Metal channel, and today, today we're going to be talking about and discussing the single Perfume of the Timeless from Nightwish. It's the first single off of the recent album, Yes to Wind. It's also this is the first album with the new bassist since Marco left, and sees Troy take on a more vocal role as far as some of the lead vocal bits that Marco used to do. Does a little bit more guitar work as well on this particular album, so he's definitely taken a more of a step forward, because I think the first album that he was on was maybe Dark Passion Play, possibly, going back in time. So I know he was there around the Annette era and then kind of got more and more involved. But yeah, so we're going to break it down. Now, what we've done is we've actually watched this video all separately, so we can get some notes and so forth. So we're going to just discuss it. We're going to throw some clips up of the video as we discuss it, and yeah, go from there. So Andy, Nightwish, Yes to Wind, and Perfume of the Timeless, first single.
Perfume of the Timeless.
Perfume.
Yeah, I didn't note down the title, but it doesn't grab you, does it? What does all that mean? Was it Perfume of the Timeless?
Perfume of the Timeless. It's not a strong song title.
No.
But
yeah, it's a lengthy one, as you said. I really like the opening sort of space scenes that we saw, and Kirk, you'll expand on this, but there were some sort of ancestral statistics which remind me. They weren't just visual on the screen. Someone was reading them out, weren't they?
Yeah. So the main one is, for you to be born today from 12 previous generations, you need 4,094 ancestors over the last 400 years.
Yeah.
Stood out for me. I even paused it at 55 seconds.
okay.
It's like, wow.
That's, some interesting information on that bit. I mean, to me, the look of this video felt like, I don't know if this is the right term, but next generation video games, which I suppose really means the ones that are coming out now. But these are termed as next generation, as the ones
AAA.
Yeah, the one that you're going to sort of look forward to when the next sort of console comes out from Sony and Microsoft or whatever. But that was the feel of the video. I mean, it's a lengthy song. We've got that sort of spoken word intro, sort of visually, and what you can hear as well. But sort of 2 minutes 30, the song really sort of starts. But it's just
before you get to that, I want to talk about the intro as well, for what I thought. Because that intro for me, watching the whole video, because as you say, 2 minute 30 is when this song actually kicks in. It actually made me think of like something like a Davidoff Cool Water advert.
Blockbuster cinema trailer I got, you know, with the tom drums. Yeah.
It didn't feel like a music video. It felt like it was trying to advertise something. Or it was going to be
I see what you mean.
It'd be at the end and be like, Davidoff, fragrance for you. It was going to be something
Perfume
like that.
of the Timeless, yeah.
And so maybe there is an elephant. An elephant? I can't speak
Elephant
today.
in the room. Elephant.
No, he doesn't
Is this
mean that.
alcoholic? Fucking hell. Jesus. Element.
That's
Jesus. But that's why, yeah, Cool Water because of the tones, but Davidoff was the thing. But maybe it is Perfume of the Timeless, because it felt like it was an advert for like Ralph Lauren or something like that. It was going to try and sell me something, because yeah, all the spoken word, all the bit, and maybe that's more a case of that adverts nowadays have become like that.
Yeah.
They've become more and more. They're less shocking. They're trying to immerse you into something.
Well, it's still ambiguous, isn't it? You can watch that and think, well, that doesn't tell me anything about this fragrance.
Yeah.
It's just Johnny Jett playing a guitar in a desert. What does that tell you about
It does now. You watch an advert and you get 3 minutes into it and you get to the end of it and go, oh, well, I'm watching a freaking advert. Okay, what were you selling me? I have no idea. But carry on, sorry, 2 minutes 30.
Yeah, that's when the sort of song sort of kicks in, but it's just bass, drums and vocals. Sort of 45 seconds after that, the band joins in with the sort of keyboards and guitar.
Change, pre-chorus.
And then sort of shortly after that, I can't remember exactly what she delivers, but I've noted down that there's a really good vocal delivery from Floor Jansen. I mean, overall, it's a sort of typical Nightwish song where they go sort of quite extravagant. So it's lengthy, but sort of heading towards sort of 6 minutes is when the tempo and the heaviness of all the instrumentation really kicks in. The intensity sort of builds. So I really like that element of the song, but overall it's a really good video. Towards then we've got sort of sea creatures and asteroids hitting the sea. So
the asteroid.
So it has that sort of animated video game cutscene feel to me, accompanying sort of typical modern-ish or latter-day Nightwish song.
Yeah. So if you think about it this way, so I was saying like the way that it builds up from that 2 minute 26 into the 3 minute 12 pre-chorus, and then the 3 minute 40 chorus, which is very hooky, very catchy. it wouldn't have felt out of place on Endless Form the Most Beautiful album. It's very much of that era. So they haven't really sort of gone out of the mould or anything like that from there. They played it safe a little bit on there, but so it doesn't sound like early Nightwish. It sounds like modern era Nightwish.
Yeah.
But the amount of visuals in this video throughout up until this point as well, it's not something you can absorb in one view. There's just too many things to go through. You almost need to sit down and watch it multiple times to kind of go, hang on, what's the meaning behind this? Because there's a lot of abstract meaning going on in there to really sort of dissect it. And I do agree, you get to that 5-minute 47-second section where you've got this double kick riffage come in, and this is where I kind of think of bands like Dream Theater. This felt more like they were going down progressive metal, power metal elements, so it didn't feel like as much a Nightwish track, but more of a Dream Theater to me. Kirk, what was your thoughts up to that point?
Yeah, standout moment for me, that 5 minutes 47 seconds.
Yeah,
quite technical. You are Dream Theater. They really. It even starts, doesn't it, with like a bass fill. The production on this is superb, by the way. The instrument separation, and there's some real technical guitar patterns in there as well. Do you know what? Just leading up to 2 minutes 30, when it erupts into this symphonic metal song, I really liked the imagination of those gothic keyboard choir presets that they were using.
Okay.
It builds tension to that, doesn't it? And then you're right, the first chorus, to me, it's a really get out of the way, I'm coming through type moment, isn't it? It's a great delivery. And that's, again, it reminds you that these are a metal band, because a lot of the stuff I've heard, there are so many things going on, you forget that they're even playing some heavy stuff in there. And this one, they get the mix right. I think it's a really memorable chorus. And then in the second chorus at 4 minutes 56, in the second line, she like pushes through the semitones, doesn't she? It's really challenging what she's doing there with her vocals. I'd be interested to hear that a cappella, what that would sound like if you isolate that from the other instruments, because that is the sound of someone really pushing through and trying to better herself, and that's always great to see. Just one thing I noted at the end, this is actually filmed in Tring at the Natural History Museum. So Andy and I both live in Hertfordshire. We used to live in Bedfordshire now, so it's great to see that this international megastar metal band have actually found
near
the
us.
Natural History Museum in England, in Tring. So, yeah.
I think it's interesting for me when you saw the timestamp of this video. So it's 8 minutes 27 seconds. You were like, for me, Nightwish has always been known for a band that they're not going to be your 3-minute, 4-minute songs. They were always expansion songs. And when you start looking at some of their bigger numbers, which are like the 9-minute, 12-minute mark sort of thing, so I was like, okay.
Did we do a 25-minute one at one point?
The greatest show on earth, yeah.
Yeah, it was
Great in
brilliant.
the story. So when you break this song down, if you take off the intro, take off that long outro as well, you're talking effectively it's about 5 minutes of core musicianship.
There's a good 5-minute song in there somewhere.
It's a good 5 minutes on there. But I was actually surprised that at the 6 minute 30 mark, you go back to, after this great midsection with the double kicking work and stuff, it goes back to the chorus, and that just felt like a really safe bet to me, rather than where I expected Nightwish to go. I was expecting Nightwish to kind of go off again and expand out into a new direction, which is maybe I'm expecting too much from Nightwish sometimes. Like every song has to be this epic thing, like The Poet and the Pendulum, which is a 12-minute song, and The Great Show on Earth at 25 minutes, and they hardly ever go back. They do this whole section, then they'll bring in a whole brand new section. They may eventually go back about 9 minutes later, and they'll come back to that riff just to remind you about it. But this felt like going back to that riff onto the chorus felt very safe. And
you wanted a part 3 to the song.
I wanted it to expand somewhat. I wanted that middle section, that double kick part, to kind of take me somewhere else, rather than just feel like we've dropped in this really cool 1 minute of cool metal stuff, and then we're going to come back and play it safe and drop back to a chorus. That's the only thing for me. There isn't anything wrong with it. I just feel there's potentially an opportunity that could have been even more interesting. And then, of course, at 7 minutes 15, we just go back to this piano vocal outro, rounds off the song. I think personally it could do with a radio edit, because if you had this, I don't know if there is a radio edit, but if you played this on the radio, I think that intro at the beginning and the outro on the end is too much. So I don't know if there's a radio edit, but it'd be interesting to see what that looks like. But very interesting from a video point of view, if you're sort of dissecting it. I think if it was in the background, if I didn't have the video to watch and I was listening to that, I think I would have tuned out. That long intro of 2 minutes something at the beginning is just too much. So I don't know if there is a radio edit on it, but
the visuals and the stats drew you in and kept you interested.
It does from a video point of view, yeah. So that made it worthwhile from that point. But if it was just a song on its own, I don't know if that would keep me interested just listening to it from a musical point of view.
Do you know
the
imagery?
Interesting stuff.
You said that some of the imagery was abstract. I actually thought the message was, you know, when it's showing images of tribal people with slingshots, then it'll show the asteroid into the sea. I thought what it was saying there is that we can imperil evolution, ironically, by the more that we master our environment and the more that we master science and use that to control our environment. We actually are endangering ourselves, possibly. So I thought that was quite poignant. The other thing as well, that Swedish band Therion, do they get enough credit for really creating this type of music? I think Nightwish do it better than Therion. Their last 3 albums have been a letdown, but they are, to me, the originators, and they're on Nuclear Blast like Nightwish as well.
Yeah,
and they've been doing this since 1996.
I think Therion get a lot of... The problem is Therion get a lot of recognition for being an originator, but they haven't really landed their craft in recent years, unfortunately.
No, it's become a
which
bit
is why
boring,
which is why they need to really show why.
Yeah. Nightwish, I mean, Nightwish have got their own sound anyway, haven't they?
Yeah.
You know, if you ask anyone, name me a symphonic metal band, probably 9 out of 10 people are going to say Nightwish, aren't they? They instantly come to mind.
Yeah.
But you could turn around and say Ford were the originators of the car, but I still want a freaking Ferrari. So, it's as simple as that, really. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. If you like our video today, please do like, share and subscribe. I'll see you on the video, or we'll see you on the video sometime very soon.
Take
care.